It sounds like a very successful apprenticeship program at Omega.
If you have good mentors, you're going to be in a good place. And I absolutely think I do. Getting bounced around on stuff, I'm not just working on this thing for months on end. I'm bouncing around, and that's great. You can learn a bunch of stuff. Having people let you do your thing, right? Everyone has a way of doing things. No way is 100% right or wrong. And figuring out your way is definitely a great thing, having the freedom to move around a little bit.
Hey, MMT followers, Christina Fuges with MoldMaking Technology, and I am back for another quick MMT chat. Our guest today is Adam Conley, who is with Wisconsin-based Omega Tool, and who recently was recognized as the Society of Plastics Engineers Mold Technologies Division 2024 Apprentice of the Year. So congratulations, Adam.
Thank you very much.
I have to note that this was an award that was sponsored by PCS Company, who is also a sponsor or a supporter of MoldMaking Technology for a lot of years. So I just want to throw that out there. So first, why don't you tell me, how does it feel to get this honor?
Well, it feels pretty great. Kind of a surprise to me. Just kind of come into work and do my thing every day. So it's a pretty great honor to just receive an award for doing that, I guess.
That's awesome. So what do you think set you apart from other apprentices? And what do you think contributed to your success as an apprentice in mold making specifically? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, short of just having a great work environment and great mentors, I'd say a lot of it's just wanting to know more, more about what you're doing, not just being okay with do this. Really wanting to know how it works,
Curiosity.
Yeah.
That's a big thing nowadays. And a lot of the younger gals and guys that I talk to, that seems to be a big differentiator between people being successful in their role in mold making and people wanting to stay. You have to be curious. All right, why don't you share a little bit about your experience competing in the Skills USA competition and how that impacted your approach to your apprenticeship and to your career in mold making?
Well, there's a lot of pros to competing in a competition such as Skills. I think anybody who's young should absolutely go for it if you got the free time. Get a lot of practice working with stuff you do every day, like CAD and CAM systems, as well as just working with other people. Obviously, I was on a team. I can't take full credit for the win. I had other people there with me who are just as capable, if not more so than me.
Mm-hmm. It still is impressive, that you're standing out, within your career to get that award amongst other people that were nominated, So when you look down the line and thinking about your future in this really solid, really important I call it a little, it's mighty, but it's a little niche in overall manufacturing. How do you see you progressing after you complete your apprenticeship in mold making?
Well, I definitely think I'd like to stay in the field. I like you said, it is kind of niche. It has a lot of intricate complexities that I really enjoy doing. I really like the work. Whether I go into management or design, I kind of like this field. I like doing the work in it. It's very rewarding. Sure.
The fact that you're in this world is intriguing to me, right? So tell me about any kind of background in terms of your family history, your experience, education, and eventually what led you to Omega.
Well, I don't really have any family that are in this trade or anything. I took a lot of engineering classes during high school, and I enjoyed them quite a bit, but I always liked the hands-on stuff more so than the design stuff. A lot of what we were doing there was with wood, and wood's not a very accurate material, so kind of figuring out that you could just be a lot more accurate with metal kind of sent me into this career, and machining was the start of that, I guess. And through that, going into plastic injection molding, you have to be a lot more accurate, and I just really like working with that type of accuracy. I enjoy it.
So what is Omega? How did you land at Omega?
A neighbor who gave me a business
card.
Who
you know.
Yeah, just some people, it gave me a business card, and I applied here. I saw the really excellent processes and machines they use. all of it's very high tolerance. And I said, yeah, I want to work here basically. And now here I am.
So what's your favorite piece of equipment?
I'd say I really like grinding quite a bit, whether that
Okay.
be on the hydraulic surface grinders or hand surface grinders. Yeah, I really like the tolerances you can hold on there. And the
So you
speed.
like it, yeah, you like a challenge.
Yes, I'd say if you take a lot of pride in your work, this is a really great place to work. And just a great field to work in too. Like you have to be accurate with this stuff. You can't like fudge numbers or anything. You got to be right there every time. So just hitting that kind of stuff.
As a apprentice mold maker, what are the highlights of your day?
I'd say definitely one of the highlights of my day is getting the mold completed, seeing what all of the work has come to. You got a lot of moving components that you just have to work in perfect tandem, and when they do, it's really great.
It's a team sport, right? It's a team
Absolutely,
sport.
yeah.
So speaking of that, tell me a little bit about, and I want your feedback because this can help other shops also. It sounds like a very successful apprenticeship program at Omega. So when you look at what you're going through, give me the pros of what they're offering, how they're training you, and is there something that you've learned or some lessons learned that you share back with the Omega team saying, I wish you did this, or can you teach me that? So tell me the pros and cons of Omega's apprenticeship program.
I'd say the pros are definitely, like I said earlier, you work with a lot of great people. And that's just like, if you have good mentors, you're going to be in a good place. And I absolutely think I do. Getting bounced around on stuff, I'm not just working on this thing for months on end. I'm bouncing around, and that's great. You can learn a bunch of stuff. And then just like having people like let you do your thing, right? Everyone has a way of doing things. No way is 100% right or wrong. And figuring out your way is definitely a great thing, having the freedom to move around a little bit. So yeah, that's definitely a pro of any apprenticeship.
I like that. It makes you more well-rounded. So
Yeah,
let me ask you this question. If you were to describe yourself, can you give me off the cuff? And probably a reason why you won the award or were nominated. Give me a couple adjectives, 2 or 3 adjectives that describe you as a mold maker working within Omega.
I'd say definitely I'm really driven. I'm really focused and really committed to the finished product, really looking forward to seeing it all go together.
All right. Last but not least, for those out there that don't know about mold making, that might see this, right? Or a family member might pass it along. What are some words of wisdom? What is some advice, words of encouragement? Why should somebody look into a career in mold making?
Okay, well, if you're looking for a career in mold making, I'd definitely say you got to be very precise. You got to be very patient because everything takes time. It's not an instant thing. It takes a lot of time to do stuff, but when you're precise with it, you can do it right the first time and not have to do it over again. If you're going to study stuff in school, study a lot of math. You got to know math, especially trigonometry. It may seem useless, but it is not.
All right, Adam. Well, on that note, thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing. And again, congratulations on winning that. Don't take that lightly. I don't think the industry gives out awards without not really considering who that person is and what they've accomplished. So congratulations again. And I think you said 2026, your apprenticeship is finished.
I believe sometime in that range.
All
Yeah.
right. So I definitely want to circle back with you, reconnect and see what you think at that point and how much more you've accomplished.
Sure.
All
Looking
right.
forward to it.
Thank you. And to everybody watching, remember for everything mold making, visit moldmakingtechnology.com. Stay informed and stay inspired.